That's a huge witch. Today, we're going to be unboxing, setting up, doing a demo, and reviewing the animated Evil Witch from the Lowe's 2022 Halloween season. We'll go ahead and show you her box here. She does look really creepy. In the stores, she looks awesome. She has this crystal ball that glows, but it swirls. It looks really cool. I'm a sucker for a good witch. This one has a really good witch laugh, and I just had to pick it up. I don't really do witch themes, but this one, I needed to have it for some reason. But her box says, animated, turns left to right, mouth moves and speaks spooky phrases, eyes and crystal ball light up, collapses for easy storage. Now, I am not sure how tall she is. I'm going to imagine she's probably around 6 feet. So let's go ahead, cut this box open, and start the setup. This is what all of the contents inside the box look like. So I'm going to go ahead, get everything out of the box, lay it out on the floor, and I will show you everything once it's out. Inside the box, once you get all the contents out, you want to make sure you have a pair of wire snips because they have everything zip tied together. So in order to get it all apart, you have to cut it apart. Here we have the bag of clothing, the try me button, and the power adapter, her staff, her arms, her creepy face. We got both the hands. You can imagine this is the shoulder form, her main mechanism, and then the base with your poles all attached to it. Now on here, there is some foam just protecting the ends so you don't like poke the box. You're going to have to cut the zip ties off, and then they have this zip tied around that as well. You're going to have to cut that off. Alright, so as far as her base, you're going to want the longer end facing outward. So that's going to be towards the front of her because the very front of it has the spot for her staff to snap onto. So now we're going to take poles B and snap them into poles A onto the base. And unlike all the other Lowe's props, these ones are like the normal animatronics. They don't have those cheap bases. This one actually has a decent base with the metal poles. So now that we have all of these connected here, now we're going to take the main mechanism and put that on top. Alright, so now we're going to take the main mechanism, which is labeled part C. You're going to snap that right on top of part B. Now this here is pretty neat. I haven't seen this before, but it's a really smart idea because once you put all the clothing on, this mechanism gets caught up in a lot of the clothing. So they actually put a plastic cover over top of that. So nothing's going to get bound up in here. I know Dr. Illume there, I had his shirt get stuck in his mechanism. But if they had this on there, that would never happen. So I actually fabbed up something for him so it wouldn't happen anymore. But this is a really good idea. Alright, so now she's going to get really tall really quick here. You're going to take part D, and it goes on part C, which is your main mechanism. Now the shoulder form is directional. One end of the wiring is thicker than the other. So one side's skinny and one side's a little bigger. You're just going to slide those up top. That's it. And then now what we can also do while we're right here, put together some of our wiring. Our next step is going to be her dress. It's probably going to be a little bit of a challenge with these ends here for the arms. So you want to just do it as slow as you can and try as best as you can to get this on there. The biggest thing is you do not want to force this because this fabric will rip. So our next step is the arms, but both of these are labeled part F. You're going to want the right arm, which is the one with the wire hanging off of it. This is going to be the one that holds the crystal ball. You're going to want to slide this up into the sleeve, and then it's going to hook into the shoulder up here, and then all these wires are going to connect as well. Just take your time. Then you just want to kind of fish your wiring inside the dress. All right, so now we have the end of this wire, and it's going to hold the crystal ball. You can go ahead, lift the dress up. The wires are color-coded, black and red. Snap those together. The left side, you don't have any wires to worry about, so that's a positive. Same thing with this one, just slide it up real easy. Take your time. Next step is going to be part I. It's going to slide into part F, which is her right hand. Your two wires then connect, and then that hand is done. Now on the inside of the sleeve there's Velcro, and on the top side of the hand there's Velcro as well. So on the top side of on this shirt there is a longer end of Velcro, and then there's two smaller ones that connect down at the bottom around her wrist. Just drape this fabric however you want to drape it. Next step is going to be her left hand. Slides right down in. It's got multiple Velcro points. They all Velcro together here. Put that long end on. Velcro the two small ends together around her wrist. Now this staff, I don't know if there's a right way or a wrong way to do this. It doesn't, it just has the letter G on this. Next step is going to be her head. Once you get that snapped down in place, go ahead and feed the wiring down through. It'd be easier if you came through the front here and attached her wires. The gray and white wire, those two need to clip together. And then the red wire from her head connects to this red wire down here. Connect your sensor wire. Then last but not least is going to be her hat. It's got Velcro in the front and on the back. If I can line this up just right. Then last but not least is her adapter and her try me button. You can easily reach through the back and attach everything, and then you can slide it all down through the dress. I'll make sure to avoid sticking it by the motor. Alright, now that we got her all plugged in, we're going to go ahead and turn her on and do a demo of her.
When witches go riding and black cats are seen, the moon laughs and whistles, 'tis near Halloween! Double, double, toil and trouble, fire burn and cauldron bubble. Cool it with a baboon's blood, then the chalk is firm and good. Tick-tock, says the clock, the witching hour ensues. Trick-or-treaters must go home, lest they end up doomed. Come, young one, one and all, look into my crystal ball.
Now as you can see here, this witch is huge. That's a huge witch. This thing is awesome. I love it. The crystal ball lights up and you can see the crystal ball spinning around in there. That effect is really cool to me. The face moves, the eyes light up, her upper torso turns. She's massive, and this is going to be a huge hit for my haunt this year. I know that for a fact. I'm really happy I bought this thing. It's really cool. It's got quite a few phrases. It's just really cool with the animation. I wasn't expecting it to do as much as it actually does. This, however, is $200 at Lowe's this year. So if you can find a coupon or whatever, use that. But this thing is definitely, I say, is worth the 200. You actually have a quality stand. You have multiple movements. You have multiple phrases. The ball lights up. Her mouth moves. Her eyes light up. And the torso turns back and forth. I think that is a lot for $200. Uh, most of these animatronics that you get, you don't even get that. And she comes with a try me button. Most animatronics don't come with a try me button, and they are an extra 10 to 15 bucks. But this thing, I love it. If you're into witches, this is a great buy. She has a really cool traditional witch laugh, which I love. A lot of these witches sound extremely weird. This one actually sounds really good. The detail in the face is really good. It is a latex mask on there, so just be careful putting that out in the sun. Also, with the hat, you're going to want to fasten that on there better with a little bit of Velcro. Maybe put a few more pieces of Velcro on there if you're going to put this outside. The wind might be an issue. The crystal ball here looks really cool, especially when it's all lit up. And her gown looks really cool. It's really nice and shiny. The staff is just cheap plastic. It's nothing special at all. And from behind, there's nothing much to show you here other than the hole right here in the back with the Velcro. You can get to the mechanism, turn on the box, plug in your sensors, stuff like that. She's huge. She would make a great addition if you bought the Home Depot witch as well, because this one is 7 feet. The other one is, they say it's 12 feet, but it's not quite 12. But if you paired these together in like a witch house or a witch hut, however you want to word that. So if you paired these together in like an old witch house, I think that would look really cool with the 12-foot Home Depot witch and this witch. And if you had some other witches to go around, it'd be really cool looking. You could do like a hocus pocus type theme. All around though, for $200, I think this is a solid buy for all the animation and all of the phrases that it does. So if you enjoy Halloween prop unboxings, Halloween yard haunt setups, or just Halloween in general, make sure to click on the videos popping up on your screen. And as always, I am uploading every single day in the month of August at 8 p.m. Eastern. So make sure to hit that bell and select all notifications, let you know every time I upload a brand new video. And I will catch you tomorrow. Thank you for watching.